Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Set up with a great chance to score here. First and goal off that kickoff return. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Man, it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
No gain makes it second down and goal from the 5. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Utah State.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on it because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
And now the try here for the extra point. He's missed it. The extra point is no good.
That keeps the score. Utah State 6.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Number 48 sets a kickoff.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
The Aggies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. And now the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. It's 3rd down for the offense. A quick throw out left, complete. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. And the Aggies pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. And there's the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for walks. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Design quarterback run. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. The attempt from 47 yards. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks an open space. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll hand it off. Breaks free. It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. And Kirk, it's Utah State in the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far.
6. Texas A&M 3.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Using his legs here. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Putting together a nice drive now. It'll be first down close to midfield. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Second down play coming up. He keeps it on the design run. Nowhere to run up the middle.
No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
Third down coming up after that running play. Trying to find room. It's Griffin. They can't stop him. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Second down coming up.
He hands it off from the gun. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Oh, the pass rush gets home. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Chris, I'm really surprised they went with play action here on 3rd and such a long distance to gain. The defense obviously knows you're going to throw the football, so all you're doing is telling your quarterback, take your eyes off of the coverage and the line of scrimmage, and the result is a sack.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Defense is coming after him. Contact as he threw it. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Quarterback keeps the football. It's a fumble. The defense has got it. Breaking free at the 35.
Pretty good execution here by the offense. The quarterback keeps the ball, and the only thing is he doesn't take care of the ball once he gets upfield. The defense alertly knocks that ball loose and gets on top of it.
Here comes the Utah State offense out there. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Can they put together something here? First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
The offense here, Chris, getting aggressive inside the red zone on 1st and 10. They take a shot near the goal line, and the defense does a great job of stepping in front of that for the interception.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. To the air, it's Mendoza. Looking for the wideout. Grab down the middle, it's Brazzell. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big game.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Gift to the offense with the offsides makes it 1st and 5. Looking for a receiver. It's another deep shot. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Number 16, Halsey in the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Connects on the PAT, so it's 10-6.
That makes the score. Texas A&M 10, Utah State.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner will be brought down.
And Utah State Aggies will take over 1st and 10.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. First down here, final seconds of the first half. Let's see if this offense can make something happen. It's a shotgun run call. In the clear at the 25. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. The Aggies will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Austin. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. Utah State's offense back out on the field now. They had the break to make some adjustments. Let's see if they can get something going here to start the third quarter. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short completion of the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Second down after that completion. On the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Off the defensive penalty, it sets up the rare 2nd and 1 scenario. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Wide open downfield. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Well, the rough game for this quarterback continues. They have to start putting the pieces together in this passing game, or this deficit is going to get a lot worse.
Well, the power run is stuffed. Barely makes its way back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Great job by this defense once again on that third down, and now we get to 4th down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on 4th down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. They get him down, but not before he reaches the drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught over the middle. It's Griffin. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Marathon drive, the 11th play, and they face a 3rd and short. Try and muscle for the first down. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down.
Now they run the football here. I thought he might have enough room to be able to extend and get across that first down mark, but he's going to be a couple yards short. Good job by the defense at having awareness of space there and knew exactly what they needed to do to bring him down.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
I love the aggressive nature here by this defense on this 4th down. The offense is going for it, and instead of sitting back, they decide to attack that offensive front. They get after them with a lot of bodies, and they're able to come up with that sack.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Leaning on the run game here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's past the marker and still going. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35.
Boy, I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on, gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice gain.
Now the Aggies looking to just run the clock out here in the final minute. And they'll give it to the back. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. And here's the handoff. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. A handoff to the back. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The offense will spend a timeout, just 14 seconds left on the clock.
Texas A&M.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Texas A&M 13, Utah State.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Set to kick this one away.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack. Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner choosing to field this one. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gain on that return. His legs. It's Traynor. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking downfield. It's Mendoza. He escapes the pocket. Nice release at the 20. Ball carrier tackled there. The Bulldogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
If that's any indication of what we're going to see today, we're in for some hard hitting. Quarterback's got to be careful with taking hits like that, or eventually the wear and tear of those hits will start to add up.
Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And it's a bunch formation. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up, to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Sixth play of the drive coming up. He hands it to the back. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Seventh play of the opening drive. They've moved it, but now face a third down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Lets it fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop. It's a big play. The 31.
Big conversion there on third down to the receiver. Quarterbacks love a guy that they can depend on in these kind of situations.
Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And they'll use the ground game here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Could take it all the way. Inside the 40. At the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, midshipman. A huge defensive score.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. We'll try to run it with the option. Back's got it on the pitch. They've got him behind the line. The option fools no one.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot right down the middle. It's intercepted, threw it across his body. Breaks into the open. Across midfield. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield, but the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Nice grab. It's Singleton. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Here we go. That huge explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Navy. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Sort of brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. As a design quarterback keeper. Oh, what a move. He's got the first down and still motoring. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground. The Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Not much on that play, brought down short. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. The pocket breaking down. Finds his man. It's Brazzell. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker. QB keeper all the way. Looks like Georgia will have the first down. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Design quarterback run. First down, looking for more now. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, you had the coverage that you want here as a quarterback. The receiver runs a really good route, and the quarterback just misses him. Now, the one thing I'll say about on the outcut is I'd rather have it thrown towards the sideline than behind the receiver where it can be intercepted. So he misses it, but at least it's not a pick.
1st and 10 now for the offense. He keeps it on the design run. Powers through. And is able to find some running room. Nice pickup. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. The shotgun handoff here. Has a path to the end zone. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
What a job by this offense here near the end of the half. Leaning on the run game to cut into this lead and make this a 1-possession game. Talk about seizing some momentum.
See if they can convert the point after. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Like the final play of the half coming up. Looking to throw. It's Mendoza. On the move now. Looking for a receiver deep middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They're barely able to stop him after a huge gain. They saved a touchdown on that final tackle as time runs out in the first half.
That's the end of the first half. What's the score? Navy 14, Georgia 7.
And the Bulldogs will kick this deep to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. And looking to throw now on first down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years. And it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's bringing it back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense produces 6 points.
Not only are they able to come up with some points of their own, now the defense on the other side comes up with a turnover and a touchdown to tie the game, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Down he goes. It's a sack.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Looking to throw. It's Mendoza. Running out of time in the pocket. Sacked on back-to-back plays.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Tied up here in the third quarter. These second down and long plays become important as they try to avoid 3rd and long. Off the RPO, caught to the right. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Dogs. And they jump on top here in the second half. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Try to catch the defense with the draw. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
It's Georgia on top so far. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Throwing off play action. The pass rush closing in. Catch is made. Room to run here. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Back to pass. It's Mendoza. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to scramble. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Navy. The quarterback takes it in himself. Now the all-important extra point. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out. It's Cobb. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. 13. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back. It's Mendoza. Moves out of the pocket. Pass is incomplete, but a flag is thrown on the play. This one could go either way.
I think that's his really only play here, because if he doesn't knock that defensive back away from the football, that's an interception.
Biggest drive of the game right here. Regulation time winding down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Brazzell. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. That's a design quarterback keeper. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining. The second down play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. He could go. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. They make the pass interference call very late in this tie game. That's a break for the offense. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. Looking to scramble now. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down. A late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. QB sneaks it on first down. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Navy.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team.
So here we go. This will be a 51-yard field goal attempt to win the game.
Long enough and good. A walk-off game winner. Wow. And with that, they retake the lead. Well, you love to see a game, Kirk, come down to the final possession. Who's going to have the football last? And they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator, and this defense just couldn't stop them when they needed to.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.